All right, so we're here with period 6, our green class, to talk about graphing linear inequalities. We have one up here. 2x plus y is less than or equal to 5. When you look at this inequality, you should first notice it's not in slope-intercept form, like you practiced last night or the night before. What is slope-intercept form? Excellent. Y equals mx plus b. So I know that these are not equal signs today. Today it's going to be less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. But it still should be in that form. It still should be in the same form. Y equals mx plus b. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the 2x over with subtracting 2x. Okay? That allows it to be y is less than or equal to. Now make sure this is important. How are you going to write this when you bring it down? Negative 2x first. Excellent. Negative 2x plus 5. If you have your homework, you can put on my desk. Okay. All right. Any questions on how to do that? How to rewrite it in slope-intercept form? Make sure you're asking questions right now if you're confused.
Why did the negative 2x go in front?
Why does it go in front? Because if you look at the form, it should be the slope with the x first, always before the b. Good question. Any other questions? Okay, so what is the slope of this line? What is the slope of this line? What is this? So it's never going to be an x, right? It's always whatever's in front of it. It's negative 2. All right? I would encourage you to write negative 2 over 1 to show that you need to be moving in the horizontal direction 1 unit each time. All right? What about the y-intercept?
That is 5.
0.
Thank you. Someone remembered from Wednesday. I know it's been a few days. 0, 5. I really want to encourage you to put that 0 with the 5, okay? That way you know it's on the y-axis. All right? So let's plot the y-intercept first. Use purple. 0, 5. Plot that point right now. 0, 5. Plot it right now on your y-axis. Plot 0, 5. Oh, is there any way this can wait until later?
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm not saying it's not important to read that, right? It's an important story. But right now we're in math class. Thank you. Okay. So we got the y-intercept. Now we need to talk about the slope. The slope is negative 2 over 1. You guys remember from Wednesday, you should always go up. Always go up. Always go up. Say to yourself right now, inside your mind, always go up. Okay, to yourself. That's all right. So always go up. So I'm going to go up 2. I'm going up 2. Because it's negative, I'm going to then go left 1. So always go up. I'm going up 2. Because it's a negative slope, I'm going to go left 1. So I'm going to put a point there. Do it again. Up 2, left 1. Put another point. Now we're going to go down. All right, we just went up and left. So now we go to the other way. Down. I heard somebody say it. Down and right. So down to right 1. Down to right 1. And honestly, guys, when you're doing this, it's okay to just say it over and over in your brain. Down to right 1. Point. Down to right 1. Point. Down to right 1. Point. All right? That's the remix. Yes, Daniel. Great question.
Never need an excuse to teach you to take off points.
Done.
Will you take off points for that?
I'm pretty sure he just answered it. Okay? Now, because this is not... We have like a stare down right now? Is that what's happening? Because this is not an equality, right? You're not just done and you make your line, right? What you did Wednesday night or Thursday night for the homework, you just made your line, you're finished. Because it was an equality. Now it's an inequality, so we're not just done when we make the line. We first have to ask ourselves, what kind of line should we make? All lines are straight. I like it. Remember, the options are solid, or dotted / dashed. Remember the difference there? Hold on, let's see. Look here. Did you guys see how it says? Do you see how it says or equal to? That or equal to means it should be solid. Here's another way you can remember it. A student said this maybe 6 years ago in my class. I thought it was brilliant. Okay, it was so simple, it was brilliant. Do you see the or equal to line underneath? That's a solid line right there. So if that line's solid, then this line should be solid.
Wait, so if it doesn't have anything at the bottom?
Then it's going to be dotted.
It's never gonna be done.
If it doesn't, I'm not sure why we're making fun of my former students. Soon you'll be that person as well. When it's dotted, it won't have your equal to line. It'll just say less than or greater than. It won't have the line underneath. It would just be dotted, so you just make it like that. So I mean, like dashed, whatever you want to call it. I don't care. Right? You can make it dotted. Whatever. Okay? Just not solid. Sergio. Oh, man, I'm like really close, man. I'm really close. I'm almost on. Here we go. So, now we need a shade. There are two ways I want you to think about shading. Okay? Two ways. The first way, I want you to write this down underneath in the margin. Write this down. Greater than, shade above. Greater than, shade above. What's up, Nathan? Greater than, shade above. Less than, shade below.
What's that?
Yes, below the line. So let's try it this way first. Okay, I'll leave that there so you can write it down. Greater than, shade above. Less than, shade below. All right, I want you to start thinking in this way when you're getting ready to shade. Okay, so let's look at the inequality symbol for this problem. It says less than. Do you guys see less than? So less than, if you just wrote that down, less than means shade below. Shade below. Okay? Now this is where it can get a little tricky. What is below this line? Where is below this line? This is below. That one.
That's right.
Now, if you're like, wait, what? Because I know some of us are going to be like, wait, hold on. Here's what you're going to do next. Okay? Write this down to the right of this slide or to the left somewhere in the margin. All right? Always plug in 0, 0. Okay? So do you guys see our inequality here? The y value is going to become 0. Do it over here. And I'm going to plug in 0 for x. Please stop me if you don't know what I'm just doing here. Please stop me if you're unclear. So take 0, 0, the origin. That's like the most important point on the ordered pair, on the coordinate grid. It's where the axes meet. So you're going to take 0 and 0 and put it into x and y. All right, so that's what I did here. All right. Now the left side is still 0, right? That doesn't change. But look at the right side. Anything times 0 is 0. Okay? And 0 plus 5 is 5. So ask yourself, read that statement to yourself. 0 is less than or equal to 5. Is that true? Is 0 less than or equal to 5? Based on what I know about math, it is. All right? So if you get a true statement, here it is. See if your brain can link this. If you get a true statement, when you plug in 0, 0, when you shade, it should include 0, 0. It should include 0, 0. And you'll notice where my arrow is and I'm shading, I'm going to include 0, 0. Ready? Here we go. I'm not sure you're ready. Oh, I'm not stopping. You know I'm not stopping.
Oh my goodness. I'm telling you.
And Barney colors, just because I wanted to.
Barney?
Is that reference doesn't work anymore? Okay, got it. Noted. That reference in year 9 doesn't work. Nathan. Hold on. Shh. The line is never going to be in the middle. Ooh, yeah. So like in this case, we didn't cover 0, 0. You can always still plug in 0, 0. Even if it goes through 0, 0, you can still plug it in. Okay? Yes? Good question. Two ways. First way is I think of greater than is above, less than is below. Here's less than, so I shaded below the line. The other way is to plug in 0, 0. If you plug in 0, 0 to this inequality, Carlos, you get a true statement, which means 0, 0, which is right there, should be in my shaded region. So that's why it's shaded. If it's true, it needs to be shaded. What if I had gotten false? Then I would be shading the other direction.
Why?
Victoria H. If you don't know how to shade it, yes, I would. Is there a question? No?
Well, no.
Okay, let's do another one. Go to this slide here. All right, let's do number 2 together. Number 2, that's what we're doing right now. Okay, so make sure you have your pen or pencil for this one. This is the last one, then I'm going to turn it over to you. Okay, this is a unique case. It says x is less than or equal to 3. You'll notice there's no letter y. There's no letter y. If there's no letter y, here's how you graph it. You ready for this? I'm thinking this. Here's how you graph it. Oh, come on! So the way you do it when there's no letter y is you go to the x-axis. Is everyone going to the x-axis right here? Okay. Go to the number 3. Put a point.
-3?
Nope. Positive 3. Is the number -3, Daniel? It's not. It's positive 3. So go to positive 3 on the x-axis. Okay. And you're going to make a line that goes through that point. And the only way to do that, without it being the x-axis, is to make a vertical line. I'm not lying. If you're having trouble with this, if your brain is not there yet, plot more points. Watch this. This will help your brain. All right, see these points I just plotted? Those points are 3, 5, and 3, -4. And this is obviously 3, 0. What do you notice about the x values for all 3 of those points? They're all 3. So now you know if it's x and a number with no letter y, then it's a vertical line. So you're going to find out later that if it's y and a number with no x, it's a horizontal line. You have a problem? First question? Daniel, question?
What do we shade or you don't shade?
We should shade because does that say equal to? No, you should notice how it says or equal to, so my line is solid. Okay? If it was not or equal to, it'd be dotted or dashed. We do need a shade, but this is where it gets a little tricky because I told you less than means below. Less than means shade below, but there's no above or below when the line is vertical. So Sebastian's brain has already thought of this. What are values that are below 3? 2, 1, 0. So here we go. Ready? 2, 1, 0. So you notice we're going to be shading left.
Oh my God.
Now, if you're still unsure, plug in your ordered pair 0, 0. Now, this is a really good thought that Daniel's brain just voiced out loud without raising his hand. Where does the y0 go? There's no y. It doesn't go anywhere. So this x0 goes into that x. So is 0 less than or equal to 3? Is 0 less than or equal to 3? Yes. So when you shade, it should include 0, 0. And it's going to. It's not magic. It's called math. I've read a book that's called The Magic of Math. It was a good book. That wasn't a joke, but I've actually read that. Yes, I'm still shading, okay? Always be shading. ABS.
That's a lot of break.
This class.